Yo, right here in the small box. You see this face right here? This is a face of an individual that will never stand on anything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this individual that we are currently looking at right now is an individual that will never talk for himself. It's like he's the living embodiment of talking for other people. Forget what I think. I'm going to let you know what, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're just going to sit back and listen to this. So listen, before we get started, you do know how we do this, right? So let's go ahead and make it happen. Let's go. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. A little red and blue today. Welcome back to Flexmob Reactions, only on the Flexmob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Yo, I got to read this one more time because this is crazy. jcole says the word culture has been watered down. It's an empty word now. It used to mean something. Now it's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing. Look, like, comment, share, subscribe because I'm going to talk on this one. All right, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that notification bell. Hit that hype button, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You know, this algorithm is... You understand me? This algorithm is very wicked, but if you hit that hype button and help me out, I greatly appreciate it. Shoot, I might have to start giving out prizes around here one day, I swear. Anyway, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's go.
I just think this whole culture thing, it comes from this sort of, you know, I don't want to say subset or niche online sort of presence on hip hop, but I just think that word is such a broad and, you know what I mean? It's such a, well, they've minimalized.
It's an empty word now.
Yeah, it is.
It used to mean something.
Yep,
now it's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing. And actually what y'all are speaking about is bought and paid by paid campaigns or motherfucking bots or
we gonna have to cut some out.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
nah, for sure. Or just the algorithm.
Yes.
Even if it's not paid, it's like, yo, the algorithm is, so it's like the word culture is like, yo, it hurts me to see. But it's like, yo, the second, you know, slang used to mean something. Like, yo, like when we said some shit in our area, like I really feel like in Fayetteville, we was it ain't nothing ill to claim, but we was like the first niggas in the world. Like now it's like talking to, we was doing this way back in the days, like, and people thought it was so weird, and now I see people doing it. And it was like, if I'm talking to my homeboy, I don't do this anymore, but we was kids. Like, I'm talking to my homeboy, and I'm like, bitch, you boom, boom, boom. It was bitch.
Yeah.
That was our thing. Like, bitch, you crazy.
I know you lying. I know you not claiming a cuss word. I know you're not claiming a cuss word, gang. Yo, this thing.
Crazy as hell. Boom, bitch. Now that shit, when I went to college, I had to damn near scrap a few times. Niggas like, whoa. Another thing is like in Fayetteville.
New York too. New York is a little
exactly.
Like, hey, yo, what?
Yeah, even in Carolina, in certain cities, niggas like, what the fuck you say? I'm like, oh, my fault, bro. We from Fayetteville. Like, we just talk like that. Boom, boom. Right. Or like, what's good, Bo? Like, there's certain words that were just ours, right?
Right.
And there's certain words that was just belonging in New York, and it was. And nowadays, it's certain words that like black women make popular, right? Because it just started. It's tea, it's this, it's clock it, it's motherfucker, whatever it is. But my point is like, because of.
That's a result of monoculture. That's a result of monoculture. This is why social media is very poisonous, because it promotes monoculture. That's why you're looking at the so-called culture that you assume it is, and you're not realizing you're looking at the product the industry created, which is monoculture. They made something where everybody can understand and enjoy and push the real culture to the side. Yo. This nigga, yo, I hate him. Yo, this is crazy. Listen, let me tell you something. Whatever they chirped in this man's ear, it worked. Okay? You're talking about monoculture and the effects of what monoculture does. Monoculture simplifies. monoculture takes from different avenues of the culture and puts it together in a melting pot for people to drink from. That's monoculture.
Culture, which is really just the internet.
Right.
Now, a word don't make it out of black women's lips more than a day or two before it's already and snatched up. And next thing you know, there's a white girl in Oklahoma like, oh, girl, okay, body tea, okay, face tea. And it's like, and she has all right because the culture is just the internet economy. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck is that culture? Yeah, exactly. It's like culture don't even have a chance to like buzz and formulate before it's like
can't even marinate.
You can't even marinate, bro, before it's just automatically passed around. Like because TikTok is like, yo, and everything's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? It's like there's good about it, and
pros, but
I'm telling you,
that was a video I was kind of talking on my channel. You know, I was.
Bro, you literally just said it and then ignored it and went back to what you were saying. Bro, he literally just said it. Let me go back to the part.
Okay, body tea, face tea. And it's like, and she has all right because the culture is just the internet economy.
You just said it. The internet economy, that is the result of the melting pot that was created. Because the thing about the culture is that it was sectioned off into regions. And hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick. And I just got to say this. The industry was working hard back in the day. They were working hard to break down the barriers in regions. Because every region had its own thing. And because every region had its own thing, the industry, the music industry, they can't take advantage of it because they have to work in different areas to try and break down the wall on some battle of attrition type ish so that can gain a tactical advantage. So instead of doing all this work, spreading themselves thin, they said, let them come to us. And when they come to us, we can strip them down into something that won't work for that anymore. But because we have power, we're going to build them up past what they know in their own regions. And once they start building up enough chess pieces, now they're going to start to build a culture around the people that they built up so that all these different avenues of people all over the place, they're not going to stay over there anymore. They're going to want to come over here. And when they come over here, they're going to bring how they talk. They're going to bring how they speak. They're going to bring how they move. They're going to bring how they dress over here so the industry can learn from them and build what they know or build something that is profitable for them so they can make outstanding revenue off the culture they're taking from. And here come J.Cole with his... See, I'm not trying to cuss. Because I feel like it's the cussing that's kind of ruining it for me when it comes to the algorithm. But here come J.Cole now. And he's getting it all wrong. And it doesn't help that you're sitting in front of the older generation on these microphones that only want to sit there and agree for profit without saying anything or standing anything that they believe in. You see what I'm saying? All these older people in front of the microphones, revenue. They want money. So they're going to lie through their teeth. Or they're going to build up the interview in a way for it to be an advantage for Cole. Yo. I know NK gonna come around here talking about capitalism. Like, but, yeah. Let's be real, though. All these dudes, all the microphones that J. Cole sat in front of and all the platforms he was on, what do you think that is? When you see J. Cole come on a platform, you think that's for free? And I've already talked about this multiple times. When you have J. Cole on a platform, on a podcast, you think that's free? That's a payment. They had to pay him. And how they're getting their money back is through the views that they're getting on the platforms they're dropping on. All the subscriptions, all the people making content off of their platform, that's money coming back to them. So they're going to invest in this artist to have an outstanding interview, and through that investment, they're going to reap the rewards that comes with people watching a viral video. It's almost like pay to win in a sense. Because you're paying to have this superior person on the platform to have a great conversation that's going to be thought-provoking through their eyes, but to go viral on the internet. Why do you think this is on Twitter? Because when it's on Twitter, people are going to run to YouTube and go watch the full interview. I just wish more people understood this process. Because trust and believe me, once you get it, it's clear as day. What's good, Jordan? What's good, Noah? They were too agreeable with no house back at all. Very biased. Yeah, very biased is true. Very biased is absolutely true. But that's what it is, man. That's the game people playing nowadays. You're going to pay to have a famous face on your platform. They're going to say some things that's going to make you go viral. All you got to do is post the content. That's it. That's literally it. That's the game. So now, listen, after everything I explained about the whole process of how they built monoculture, bro, listen to this again.
I just think this whole culture thing, it comes from this sort of, you know, I don't want to say subset or niche online sort of presence on hip hop, but I just think that word is such a broad and, you know what I mean? It's such a, well, they've minimalized.
It's an empty word now.
Yeah,
it is.
It used to mean something.
Yep,
Now
right.
it's just a buzzword that don't mean nothing.
No. The culture is not a buzzword. What they built their culture as, and I'm saying their culture referring to monoculture, what they built their culture as, it's a buzzword. Our culture. Keyword is our. When it comes to this, bro, you can't change this. Just because on the internet, that's the culture y'all prefer, doesn't mean that's the right culture to follow. That's the culture the industry has so that they can make money forever. That's what they built. Because the industry tried to come over here and see what the culture about and notice that they can't control it. They made something they can control. That's it. It's all control. They're trying to control the money flow. That's it. Look at everything the culture that you see on the internet has built, regardless if it's positive or negative. Look at the amount of podcasts, TV shows, music, just like viral moments. Like 4 different things off the top of my head that came with it. But look at how that system's working and the amount of things that can come from it. Bro, I feel like I shouldn't even be on the internet talking about this right now because they gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I'm speaking right now, the way that I'm literally telling y'all how it works, they gonna get me. Let me knock on wood because I don't want to be God. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be God at all. But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So yeah, J. Cole out here thinking that he knows what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. In fact, we've just witnessed this man go on a podcast run, literally seeing somebody that doesn't know what they talk about, and then come to this platform thinking he know what he's talking about. When we just saw him not know what he's talking about. Man, look,
And actually what y'all are speaking about is bought and paid by paid campaigns or motherfucking bots or
we gonna have to cut some out.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Nah, for sure. Or just the algorithm.
Yes.
Even if it's not paid, it's like, yo, the algorithm is, so it's like the word culture is like, yo, it hurts me to see. But it's like, yo, the second, you know, slang used to mean something. Like, yo, like when we said some shit in our area, like I really feel like in Fayetteville, we was it ain't nothing ill to claim, but we was like the first niggas in the world. Like now it's like talking to we was doing this way back in the days. Like and
you're just about to explain what I just explained of how they took from you. Anyway, let me see what Tiff is saying real quick. Cole is basically saying we don't have a mind of our own. He thinks we are reading magazines all day. I want to. Where's that clip? You know what I'm saying? Where's that clip? I need that clip because there's a multitude of clips from this one podcast, and I think it's like what, an hour and 15 minutes long. I need that clip. I need to see where he says from that, because from what I just explained, and then to hear that, I need to hear that clip so I can explain that part. So basically, I need to explain every part individually. Is what I'm basically saying. I need that clip where you're talking about we just sitting around reading magazines and shit. But J. gets his idea of the culture from the internet, but J. Cole is too busy to live on the internet or to be on the internet, so he's only going to see things on the internet that are viral. Jay-Z, J. Cole, etc. All these people do not have time on their hands. We are on the internet. I'm on the internet, which is why I found all these outstanding black platforms on YouTube. You gotta be on YouTube to find these channels. But if you are on your phone, say my hand is my phone. If I'm on my phone, knowing I don't got time, I just gotta do some quick scrolling on Twitter. If I'm doing some quick scrolling on Twitter, I'm only gonna see viral moments that produce the most See, I'm not trying to cuss. The most BS known to man, and then you're gonna sit there and talk about the culture and how the culture is not really the culture anymore because you see it as a buzzword, but you're given viral moments on the internet so that they can twist your mind, condition it to make you say something so dumb, not realizing if you were on the internet for a little bit longer, you're going to actually see the culture. But because the culture is so suppressed on social media apps, they're going to push the Kai Cenats. They're going to push the Aiden Rosses. Especially on Twitter, they're going to push Aiden Ross. They're going to push the Black Boy Maxes. They're going to push all the viral content that comes from streamers because that's the entertainment of today. You're basing your assumption off of the entertainment that you see today, not realizing that's not the entertainment for you.
People thought it was so weird, and now I see people doing it. And it was like, if I'm talking to my homeboy, I don't do this anymore, but we was kids. Like, I'm talking to my homeboy, and I'm like, bitch, you boom, boom, boom. It was bitch.
Yeah.
That was our thing. Like, bitch, you crazy as hell, boom, boom, bitch. Now that shit, when I went to college, I had to damn near scrap a few times. Cause niggas like, whoa. Another thing is like in Fayetteville,
New York too. New York is a little
exactly.
Like, hey, yo, what?
Yeah, even in Carolina, in certain cities, niggas like, what the fuck you say? I'm like, my fault, bro. We from Fayetteville. Like, we just talk like that, boom, boom. Right. Or like, what's good, Bo? Like, it's certain words that were just ours, right?
Right.
And it's certain words that was just belonging in New York, and it was. And nowadays, it's certain words that like black women make popular, right? Because it just started. It's tea, it's this, it's clock it, it's motherfucker, whatever it is. But my point is like, because of culture, which is really just the internet, right? Now a word don't make it out of black women's lips more than a day or two before it's already and snatched up. And next thing you know, there's a white girl in Oklahoma like, oh girl, okay, body T, okay, face T, and it's like, and she has all right because the culture is just the internet economy. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck is that culture? Yeah, exactly. It's like culture don't even have a chance to like buzz and formulate before it's like
can't even marinate.
You can't even marinate, bro, before it's just automatically passed around. Like because TikTok is like, yo, and everything's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? It's like there's good about it, and
pros, but
I'm telling you,
that was a video I was kind of talking on my channel. You know, I was.
Yo, Ron, I'm dead, bro. What's good? It just comes down to culture and counterculture. We live in culture. We understand the culture. We get the culture. The culture raised us. But what a lot of people are not understanding is that counterculture, that monoculture, that culture that was created from the music industry, if you want to say anti-culture, if you want, people are getting raised off of that too. It's like they looked at the original and made a replica. But the replica is filled with nothing but simplification of things from here, the original culture. Man, yo, if you're not understanding what I'm saying, I feel bad because I am cooking. And I know I'm cooking too. All right? I'm cooking on medium and I'm cooking something special, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking that Wagyu type steak with the imported butter, with the thyme leaves wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? We basing it little by little type situation. We cooking you something so good, it's not gonna be well done. You understand me? I know a lot of Caribbeans, we like our steak well done. Let me tell you something. This gonna be medium. This gonna be medium rare. We gonna make you digest this. Pause. All right, but the way we cooking this steak right now, if you don't want a piece, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go, man. And ain't nobody gonna explain it the way I'm explaining it, which is why I'm sitting there wondering if y'all really get what I'm saying. I'm trying to break it down the best I can. Like I said, you got culture and you got counterculture. You have the original and the replica. People are birthed off the original, but people are also birthed off the replica. Which is why you have J.Cole running around thinking he talking about the original, when in reality, he's talking about the replica. What they replicated. That's what he's talking about. Man, look. The real culture come from the streets. It come from street corners. It come from neighborhoods. It come from like the deep part of the city. Like you know what it is. See, Queen, I know y'all get it. Don't worry, I know y'all get it. What's good, Mika? How you feeling? But nah, it's like the route that I'm taking to explain it is not what you hear from the traditional voices on YouTube. Of course, they have their powerful voices. I got a voice too, but I got to navigate this differently. We're still going to get to the same outcome, but the explanation is going to be different, which is why when you come over here, that you're going to hear fresh things and fresh thoughts. I'm still going to get to the main point of the matter, but the way that we travel and get there is going to be different. You see what I'm saying? So, listen, around here, like I said, we cooking, but we cooking things. And we making sure it's fresh. You know what I'm talking about? I need to get some more of these clips, though. That's the main thing.